Hello children, today we will learn a wonderful poem of class 6, The Kite, written by Harry Ben. In this video, first of all I will introduce you the poet Harry Ben, then I will explain you the poem line by line, meanings of the difficult words. Next, we will learn the rhyme scheme of the poem and finally the poetic devices. Right children? Now, let us know about the poet Harry Ben. Harry Ben was an American screenwriter and children's author. He was born on September 24, 1898. His notable works are The Big Parade in 1925, The Crowd in 1928, Hell's Angels in 1930. Ben created 21 books for children, including several volumes of poetry, wrote numerous screenplays and scripts for radio programs. Ben won Graphic Art Award for 3 of his children's books, The Little Hill, All Kinds of Time, and The Painted Caves. Okay, now look at this picture children. Did you ever fly a kite? Isn't it amazing when you fly a kite? I think some boys and girls might have experienced flying a kite. Really, you will have a wonderful experience when you pull its strings and see the kite soaring high in the sky. In this poem, The Kite, the poet describes the verbal picture of flying a kite. We all love to see flying kites, isn't it, children? But we have never noticed how it flies. The poet persuades the readers to fly a kite and notice its beautiful movements. So now, let us notice the beautiful movements of this kite. The Kite, written by Harry Ben. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. So here blue refers to a clear blue sky. The kite looks bright and pretty on a clear sky. It looks new at its first flight. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail. So here dive means to move or to fall downwards. Dip is bend. And snaps means makes a cracking sound. Like a diver dives in water and comes out, the kite dives in air and comes up, moving its tail with a cracking sound. Then soars like a ship with only a sail, as over tides of wind it rides. So here soars is flying high. So the kite soars. Soars means flies high. So the movement of the kite is compared to a ship with a sail. And as the ship as a ship moves forward with a sail over tides, so tides is the high wave, so you can see the ship, it moves on the high waves. So as a ship moves forward with a sail and over the tides, similarly the kite moves on the tides of air. Climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls. So crest is to the highest point or to the top. Okay, gust means strong wind. So here the kite soars high on the tides of wind and off a gust and pulls. Off a gust and pulls means to the strong wind the kite pulls itself high. Then seems to rest as wind falls. So later what happens with this kite? But as soon as the wind slows down, then it seems as if it has stopped there to rest. When string goes slack, you wind it back and run until a new breeze blows and its wings fill and up it goes. So here slack means loose. When the thread tied to the kite, when it loosens, the flyer runs and rolls it back. He winds that string back. He waits till a new breeze of air blows again. And this kite, it fills that new breeze in its wings, and then again it is ready to fly high. Okay. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. So the kite, really it looks very bright and beautiful on a clear sky. So when it is new, you can see how bright it is looking in the sky. But a raggeder thing you will never see when it flaps on a string in the top of a tree. What is this word children? Raggeder. Raggeder means torn. So when the kite is torn, so will you like that kite when it is torn? Will you be able to fly it high? No. You can see here the kite got stuck into the tree top. But when it gets stuck on a tree top, it gets torn and gives a poor worn out look, which is not liked by anyone. So when it flaps, flaps means flutters, fluttering. The kite which is tied with a string, when it is stuck on a tree top, it flaps. Okay, and it flaps and it doesn't give a good look. It gives a poor and worn out look. Now we will see the rhyme scheme of the poem. Rhyme scheme, what it is? It is a pattern of rhyme that comes at the end of each verse or line in poetry. Now see the lines. How bright on the blue. So you can underline the word blue, children. Is a kite when it's new. Underline new. So blue and new both are rhyming, isn't it? So we will give A alphabet to A alphabet for blue and new. Next we'll see the third line. With a dive and a dip. So dip, is it rhyming with the other two words? Is the sound the same? No. So we'll give the next letter, that is B. It snaps its tail. So tail, is it rhyming with blue, new, dip? No. So we'll give another alphabet, that is C. Then soars like a ship. Ship, is it rhyming with any of the words? Yes, it is rhyming with dip. So for the dip, which alphabet did we give, children? Yes, it is B. So for ship also we'll give B. With only a sail. Sail we have given, for tail we have given C. So tail and sail both are rhyming. So we'll give C. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, C, B, C. Right? For all the other stanzas also it is the same. Okay. Now we'll see the poetic devices. So what are these poetic devices? These are the tools that poets use to create a rhythm which enhances a meaning to the poem, and also it gives beauty to the poem. Now, in this poetic devices, the first one is simile. So, a simile is a comparison between two unlike things. Similes are similes. These are the words like, or, as. Okay, similes use the words that is like or as. A simile can get the reader to look at something in a different way. So here we have a simile. Then soars like a ship with only a sail. So here the movement of the kite, it is compared to a ship with a sail, right? The moment it is compared. So like is used. So the other examples of similes are, you were as brave as a lion. Then they fought like cats and dogs. So here as in the first one it is there. Then like. Okay. Then he is as strong as an ox. This house is as clean as a whistle. Now we'll go to the other poetic device. So the other poetic device is alliteration. The occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. So the occurrence of the same letter or the sound, that is the consonant sound. See here, how bright on the blue. So bright and blue. So both are consonant sounds, right? B, b sound. So uh, which occur at the beginning of the adjacent or the closely connected. They are very close to each other, right? So this B, that B, that is alliteration. With a dive and a dip, D sound. So D and D here. Then soars like a ship, S sound. Climbs to the crest, K sound. A new breeze blows, B, B, B sound. In the top of a tree, T sound, right? So these are the alliterations. These are the sounds at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words in a line, right? Now, the next one is anaphora. A word or a group of words used repeatedly at the beginning of a line. So at the beginning of the line, you can see the words which are repeated. And its wings fill, and up it goes. So and it is repeated. So this is anaphora. Is this clear, children? I hope you all have understood the poem and the rhyme scheme and the poetic devices. Thank you.